How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Tell me about you.
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Thank you for asking. So, Sapna, we are meeting first time. So, would you introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks a lot for giving me this wonderful, lovely opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sapna Raghuvanshi and I'm from Jaunpur, UP. And by profession, I'm private school teacher as well as homemaker and also mother of one kid. And if I talk about my qualification, so I am holding B.Ed degree and also I'm running YouTube channel for learning English communication. So that's little bit about myself.
Yeah, that's great. How about you, Sapna? So, let me introduce myself. My name is Varsha, and I hail from the snowy and scenic beauty of Himachal Pradesh, but currently reside in Punjab with my family. And as a language enthusiast, I started my YouTube channel focus on conversational videos. Yeah, that's little about me.
That's great.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah.
yes, yes, ma'am. Continue.
Yeah. Yeah, Sapna. So I've started a series for those who are just thinking about learning English, but they are not able to take first step towards learning English. So my question is that, as you told me that you are a teacher, so which subjects are you teaching?
Ma'am, actually, I'm an English teacher and I'm teaching in a CBSE board English medium school. And that's why I'm here. Just because being English teacher is my first priority to be fluent in English. So I'm just learning and
Okay, so tell me about your journey because as you told me that you are English teacher. So when did you think about learning English, and what was your journey, and how did you start learning English?
so yes, ma'am. And I would love to share my journey with you. Means since my childhood, I can say like I was so much passionate to speak English. But that time, for me, speaking English just rocket science, I can say. And it when I started thinking about to learn English and to speak English, to practice English. So that time also, it never occurred me that I will ever create YouTube channel or I will be YouTuber. Someone is calling me. That is the 1 second, ma'am. Sometime this is the biggest problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, ma'am. So when I started facing embarrassment and humiliation and sometimes demoralization just because I was English teacher and I was not able to speak properly for a long time. So of course some people just humiliating me, and I also never want to blame them just because they were right at their place. Being an English teacher, it was my first priority to be fluent in English. So when this thought started bothering me, like yes, now I have to be fluent in English. When means if I know everything in English, so why I'm not able to speak and I'm able to understand anyone easily? So why I'm not able to speak? So I firstly when I have gone through conversational type videos, so I watched first time Nutan Deep ma'am, and so I'm always saying that she is my first motivator and inspiration from, because ma'am literally I got motivation from her side, like if she can despite being homemaker, she can speak and learn English by herself only, without getting any environment at her surroundings, so why can't me? And then I started watching many more homemaker, and I got motivation. So and still I was not thinking to create channel, but that time my husband told me to create channel, and if you create, so you will upload your video, and when you upload, so you will become serious about your journey, and that's all. So I just created channel, and in initial day, ma'am, you know what I was doing? I was just making my self talk video and without any planning. And nowadays, if sometime I'm watching my previous video, first, second video, so I'm also laughing at myself, like, oh my God, what was I doing? Means whatever. whenever I get any positive comment from my any friend of my previous school, so I thought, okay, let's make video on that topic. So I said, dear friends, I'm so happy that I got motivation and this type of compliment from my surrounding, like, yes, you are doing great, like this. So I was just I can say, like, I was not so much serious about channel, like how to grow, but I was just making whatever randomly coming in my mind. I was just speaking, and I was making video, I was uploading, I was doing all the things. And so that time I started telling motivational story. Oh my god, someone is again calling me. Means that person must have understand, like, yes, maybe she is calling, but they are just calling. So, ma'am, so that time I was just telling only motivational story on my channel. And by telling a story, I can say I started feeling myself comfortable to speak English with anyone. So that time, English teachers, you know very well about him, because you had also session with him. I watched that video. So that teacher Siu, firstly he approached me to talk with him. So I that time I said, sir, I don't know anything about how to get connect with anyone. So he suggested me to download Skype, and just because of his suggestion, I can say I started mm, like using Skype app. And after using Skype, I can also, nowadays I can say, like, I am seeing drastic change in myself and my friends, my relatives, my villagers. I mean, they are they all are saying, like, yes, you are improving a lot in English day by day. So means I can say, ma'am, I have come on this platform like Skype, and just because of teacher Sue. So I always thank him so much, and I also want to get connect with him, but I think he's so much busy. He took only one session with me, but yes, he is the one who motivated me, who got me on Skype. So I'm
Okay.
always thankful to him.
What is his name?
Teacher Sue, he is speaking in British accent,
Ah, yeah, teacher Shiv, because
Uttarakhand.
he took so much initiative till now that he's motivating people that they can start.
Yes,
That is the a great thing about him, and he created a like a Skype ID, and almost
yes,
600 people are there, and they are learning and sharing their experience with all of us. This is a great thing that we are doing together, because we are all learner and we want to learn English correctly, fluently. So this is the way that the best thing is that, as you told me that you have started your channel. So I started my channel because of my consistency, because I was not
yes.
consistent about like practicing every day. So when I started my YouTube channel, so one of my friends, she's also a YouTuber, Anisha, and
Okay.
Prarthana, they told me last year that you can start your YouTube channel. Then I started my YouTube channel, and it gave me consistency, I can say that. And this is a great experience that every day I'm creating another video and a different video with a different people, strangers. So this is the amazing. Like earlier I was not like that. It was a daunting task for me that
Yes.
speaking in front of mirror, that how can I speak in front of mirror. And recently there was a video, Sunita has uploaded that video, and the one comment was there that, ma'am, you are speaking rudely, your voice is like rude. So I didn't comment there, but it was a feedback for me as well, because earlier I was like in a job. So at that time my voice was so hard, because my accent is a little bit Punjabi tone is there. So whenever I
Yes.
was speaking, so it was high tone, so it was looking like rude. So I said,
No,
okay.
ma'am. Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt you. But I love your way of speaking and your voice as well. Because I have also watched your many more video. And the first time when I watched your video, when you talked to that Omkar Patil,
Yeah,
so
Omkar, yeah.
He is also very great, and he just told me that I have taken session with Varsha ma'am. So that time I searched your channel and I subscribed. I'm one of your subscriber, and I watched your video, and yes, so since that day I have been watching your video whenever I'm getting time.
Thank
So
you. But these types of,
amazing.
yeah, sometimes like a good feedbacks, and sometimes, yeah, that is also a good feedback for me, that I have to improve myself, because I know about myself that my voice is little bit high whenever I'm speaking, because there is little bit Punjabi accent is there, so that's why it is high. So uh,
But I love Punjabi accent, Punjabi dance, Punjabi people. I don't know why, but I just love their culture, like all the things, especially Bhangra.
uh, at this moment I am in a typical Punjab. It is Bhatinda,
Oh
like,
yes.
yeah, Faridkot, little nearby Bhatinda. So typical Punjabis are there, and sometimes I'm getting stuck between Hindi and Punjabi. So the language, like, even though my kids are like studying in convent school, and yesterday there was a meeting PTM, so I went there and I met chemistry teacher, my son's chemistry teacher. My son is studying in sixth grade, and she was speaking typical Punjabi. It was like, it's for, oh mama, she was speaking in typical Punjabi. So they don't know so much Punjabi, because earlier we were in Kullu Manali. 2 years we have it. So they don't know. But now they are learning Punjabi, and my daughter is she's awesome in Bhangra. That she's learning Bhangra, and
Oh,
Gidda every time she is doing that. So I was telling that, beta, I have done these things, and this is a great culture. But yeah, I was talking about my voice, so definitely it is little bit high, but it's okay. This is a part of our journey, our learning as well. Okay, so being a teacher, tell me something about your teaching. Like, how do you teach your students, and what do you think that, as you told me that you was a English teacher and you were not able to speak in
yes.
English. Yeah. So now you are able to speak in English. And what is the impact of students that our teacher is speaking in English? How you can motivate them that English is important and you have to speak in English? Because earlier it was like English was a subject. So we were
Yes,
using,
you're right.
this is a skill, this is a language. So we have to use that. So how do you motivate your students?
Yes, ma'am. If I talk about my students, so I am always motivating them to speak English. And nowadays, ma'am, I think we don't need to do this because all the students are having this mentality and this knowledge. Like, yes, English is mandatory for everyone to learn. Just because in future everyone has to face English language. Whenever they go anywhere and whenever they start doing something, and means in their personal and professional life, they can sound confident with English language only. So
Yes, true.
they also know very well. And yes, nowadays I can say I'm always just motivating them, and they are also speaking, means sometime broken English, but yes, they are speaking. And sometime, ma'am, I'm learning any idioms and phrases so I am always trying to use idioms and phrases in my conversation with students. And so sometime just I'm explaining any topic, and when after explanation I'm asking, so is it clear? Have you all got my point, this topic? So they said yes, ma'am. So I'm asking, so now what do you think about this? Just recently I have taught them direct and indirect speech in fifth standard. So they were facing this topic first time, just because they are only in fifth standard, and in their chapter number 22, uh, there's a chapter. So after explaining them and after trying my level best, I asked, now what are you thinking about direct and indirect speech? So they all are just they all say it together, ma'am, now we are thinking that this topic is piece of cake for us. I said, oh my god. So sometimes whenever I'm sharing rocket science and a piece of cake and a cup of tea, so they are also using, and by observing this, I'm feeling myself so much happy inside. Like yes, they are also just motivating themselves by observing me. So, but yes, they
That's
are speaking.
that's true. You said two words. Like, whenever we are speaking some words again and again, over and over, so our kids and our students, they are definitely watching us and they mimic us. So whenever I say like clear sofa, so
Yes,
so that is the word that okay, definitely. Before speaking me, they will tell me that clear. So
yes,
clear sofa. So these are the things that whenever we are speaking over and over, the thing is that we are also learning, we are teaching. So this is the best part that whenever we are teaching, so we have to prepare ourselves before that. Then
yes,
we can others. And whenever we are teaching, so we have to learn deep, like
deeply. Yes, ma'am. And
so.
in this way means by doing this we are making our topic strong. And personally I realized, ma'am, when I was in intermediate I have learned all the topics, but that time there's a little bit confusion, not little bit, lots of confusion in lots of things. But after when I started teaching, so when it come to me to make my student understand, so I never want any student to be confused in any topic. So I tried to yes, I try to learn it means deeply, so that I can clear all the concept in front of my student. And always I'm trying this, and also I'm motivating all my students to speak English, and they are speaking. Sometime I'm just speaking I'm just making fun. Oh, my dear student, how are you? What are you doing like this? So they are saying, oh my God, ma'am, you are just look like foreigner. So I said, oh, don't you know your ma'am is so from always. Your ma'am was foreigner, but you were not able to understand. So they are laughing also. So this is my habit. I am always try to be friendly with my student, and I never ever be harsh with my students. And whatever I'm just making them understand, I'm trying to make them understand lovingly. This is my habit, and that's why, ma'am, I'm always the most favorite teacher of my all students. In which classes I'm teaching, and even though in which classes I'm not teaching, they are also saying like favorite ma'am Sapna. So this is the thing.
Is the this is the satisfaction that we are working and we are earning from this language, but we are doing something great, we are doing something
Yes.
great, students, and they will give you blessing, so much blessing that in future they will think about you, that that was the ma'am who told us about the value of English, that okay, this is must, this is essential for you, you have to work on it, and in future it will work for you. So that's great, Sapna, and thank you for giving me your valuable time and sharing insights with me. This is the amazing session with you.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. It's my pleasure, and I also enjoyed a lot talking with you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Take care.